Okay, now this is step 2. Let's say you're in a situation now where you have two lines, the same two lines, okay? They intersect at the center point, at the center of the circle, but there's this object that's blocking the center, so you can't actually use your protractor to measure this angle. Okay, so the protractor isn't able to actually kind of measure that angle right there. So you can actually still figure out that angle, you just have to do it through a different means. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to get your ruler, all right? So you can just kind of line it up against the paper. You're going to draw a new line, okay? That new line has to be parallel to this bottom line right here. All right, so you get your ruler, you match it up, and then once again, you just draw a line going along the ruler so that it's parallel to that bottom line. Okay. Okay, so after you've drawn your line, what you're going to do now is you're going to get the angle in between this new line and that kind of previous diagonal line that you had right there. Okay, so you're going to have to, well, you flip your paper around, but in this case, I have to flip the protractor around. And same thing, right? So we're looking for this angle. We're looking for this angle right here in between those two lines. And you just put your protractor, the same rules, put that little kind of like a hole right there, that circle over where the intersection where your angle kind of begins. You want to make sure that the lines match up. These bottom lines right there match up with yours, and once again, yours should look a lot better than mine. Okay, and what you're going to see is when you do that, okay, you should you should get the same angle that you got in the previous measurement. So I know it's kind of hard to see, but you know, you have your 40-degree angle right here, and then of course the line goes slightly below that 40. In this case, it's around like 38. But essentially, if you drew your lines very well, you're going to see that you're going to get the same angle that you got previously. So it's going to be around 39. I'm just going to put the 39. But I want you to do that measurement, and so you can actually see that occurring. Okay? So notice, even though we might not have access to that kind of that angle right at the center, okay, you can do this kind of other means to figure out what that angle is. You're going to get the same measurement. Okay, and then once again, you just plug it into your formula. Just plug it into your formula, the arc, which is still the 5 centimeters, times your 360 degrees over your angle, and once again, the angle in this case is 39 degrees. And you'll get the circumference. You're going to get your same answer. Okay, so I want you to now do that same process. Once again, this is all in your notes. I want you to do what you just did here, this through kind of this other means to get that angle. You're going to do that for a different circle and a different angle than your previous one. Okay, so you're creating a whole new one for for your assignment. So you're going to create a second circle with the new angle, and you're going to use this method to figure it out. Okay, and I want you to show your work and show all your angles and get the circumference of that circle.